Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to be making Ash's chainsaw hand from Ash vs Evil Dead. Started out by cutting this shape out of thin EVA foam. I also made another one by flipping it over and tracing it out so it would be symmetrical. And then added this big strip of foam along it so it looked like one solid piece. Now before gluing on the other side, I decided to put this wooden handle in here, using 2 wood screws through the foam, so I could hold it more securely. Now here you can see I've used a considerable amount of hot glue to glue on the other side and seal it up. I also added this back panel with a hole in it and a rim around it, like in the movie, so you can put your hand in it. So here you can see the inside. There's more detail into the wrist cover. As you can see, there are some supports inside because the wooden pole on its own wasn't enough. Now we get to work on the business end of the chainsaw. Here you can see I've cut these 2 shapes out symmetrically, and I've glued this long skewer inside to support it so the blade doesn't just flop around and can stand up on its own. Now of course this blade's going to need somewhere to go, so I added this holster here. Now if you actually look at photos it's the other way round and I got this wrong, but I couldn't be bothered to redo it. So use reference photos whenever you make something. Originally I wanted to make this blade removable, however later on once I glued the teeth in I realised this was going to be a bit impractical and I just glued it in permanently. And here you can see I've glued the teeth in between the larger blade sections. What I probably should have done is sanded them down a bit to make them thinner because the blade slightly bows outwards because the teeth are a bit too large. And here you can see I've glued one of those security tag reels onto the body of the chainsaw and a bit of the wooden pole here to make a ripcord. Finally, I attached this little exhaust port here, and I cut a hole with a sharpened piece of PVC and bent the piece of PVC into a handle. That's about it for this video. That's how to make a chainsaw hand from Ash vs Evil Dead, and I'll see you next time.